I just thought I'd throw a short version of my stretching routine out to everybody. I am going to be 50 this week, and one of my secrets, I guess you would say, would be that I'm always trying to stretch, be it before workouts, in the middle of workouts, after workouts, whatever, on my days off. I'm not a huge flexibility guy. I'm definitely not super flexible, but I do see an extreme importance on it, and I literally can't live without it. I've been stretching since I was very young. I think starting off in martial arts, and then just all through bodybuilding and CrossFit, I just managed to keep that going at all times. So I have noticed that a lot of my friends, people similar in age to me, are starting to deal with a lot of joint stiffness and joint soreness that I don't seem to be struggling with. And I think a lot of that has to do with me just incorporating flexibility training into, all of my workouts and that kind of thing. So I definitely feel like everyone should be doing this, especially as you get older. When you're young, it's not as important, it seems, but as we get older, definitely making stretching a priority would be a high recommendation. I usually start off with some kind of a short cardio, maybe 3 to 5 minutes of a treadmill or the rowing machine or jumping rope, cycling, something like that. Just 3 to 5 minutes to kind of get the core temperature up so that I don't start stretching cold muscles. When I'm in the middle of a workout or at the end of the workout, obviously I don't have to do that. I'm already warm, very warmed up. So I usually like to drop down into a nice deep squat. A lot of people can't even get into that position, so holding on to something for stability is huge. From there, I go into a bunch of different different types of lunges. And one of my favorites is this one that I'm doing right now. It's called a jackknife, kind of squatting over one foot. The best way to do it is to do it with your heel down. A lot of people, even including myself, I don't have the flexibility to keep my bottom foot flat on the ground. So, but extending that leg out to the side and then pointing the toe and then flexing the toes back, pointing the toe, that kind of thing. And then from there, just shifting. I usually like to shift my weight from side to side for about 10 reps. And I don't know why, I just love this stretch. It just really seems to open everything up. From there, I usually, after I feel like my legs are pretty warmed up, and I usually do a few more stretches, but these are just the basics, I'll drop down into my upper body stretches. So doing this one right here, pushing the knees apart, getting one last inner thigh stretch, and then dropping the shoulder and looking up to the ceiling. Seems to open up my shoulders and back a little bit. I've always wanted to be able to do the splits, never have been able to do them. Definitely a bucket list thing, but it's just like anything else. If you don't want it passionately, you're not going to get it. So I've just never reached that passion for being able to do the front or side splits. I don't know if as we get older, if you're able to change your body and be able to do those. I'm sure you can, but hopefully I'll be able to accomplish that goal sometime in the future. I've tried different kinds of yoga classes, traditional yoga, fitness yoga, hot yoga. I like them to a point. I don't care for the very Eastern traditional yoga. I had an instructor one time tell me to take my inner eyeball and project it out about 3 feet out in front of me and then turn it around and look at myself and stare at myself from 3 feet away and to love myself. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm out. So anyways, after stretching out my upper body a little bit, I usually go into some wrist stretches. Here, for a short time, I was on the CrossFit gymnastics certification team, and I really loved learning these wrist stretches right here. 5 circles in one direction, 5 circles in the other. Then we did some hand walking preparation drills where we just shift your weight from side to side and put your hands in all different directions. And then finally sitting back on your heels with your palms out in front of you and going for a really deep wrist stretch. This one really helped a lot with handstand push-ups, as well as Olympic weightlifting, doing my front squats and squat cleans and things like that. So there you go. That was just a 6-minute version of what I usually do in about 10 to 15 minutes. I really recommend it, and as we're getting older, I think you should incorporate it in. It's just a smart thing to do. Well, hope you had fun. I did, and hopefully I'll have more videos to send you in the future. All right. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.